What's going on, you guys? In this video, I'm going to go over something on a more high level. All right. This is about how the details and the process matter. This is with your fitness goals. This is with anything. And it's something I came up with to talk about just spur of the moment. I had another video I shot yesterday. I was going to get uploaded this Friday. I was like, you know what? Something came up that made me think, hey, you know what? I'm going to cover this. And the reason it came up is I was doing just a mock sales training with someone, and with that mock sales training, with the feedback I got was how people just, when you guys are looking to get something, it just details just don't matter. Details and processes just don't seem to matter as much to people. It's everything is about the result, all right? And the results are important, but guys, you got to have a level to be able to assess things because the details and the process, that's what leads to the result. The inputs lead to the output. Okay, guys, so stay tuned. This is going to be a high level. It's not even going to be too much about fitness. Anyways, guys, my name is Nick Venuto. I'm an online fitness coach. I specialize with helping people gain muscle and strength, and I do it through one-to-one coaching. And guys, and also please subscribe and everything. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I'm on Instagram too at Nick Venuto Fitness. Let's get right into it. Guys, here's the deal. When we are doing something, we are always about the result, hopefully. And I think that's how it is, though. But some of us are way too just non-concerned with the details and with the process. And here's the deal: you can't put the horse before the carriage. I'm sorry, you can't put the carriage before the horse, right? Horse drives the carriage, all right? And guys, the details and the process in terms of how you're looking to get to your result, that's what drives it, okay? And some of us, everyone's been there because sometimes you just don't know enough about the inputs, the details, and the process of how to get to the result. And you're just going to go, and you're just all about the result. You don't know how to assess really what it is you need to do to get there. So I get that, but it's too much of a concern with just being fixated on an outcome, on a result. This could be with fitness or with anything, and not enough emphasis with the details and process. You set yourself up for basically just not getting the things done that you want. Okay. Again, the context with this is I did a mock sales training with someone. The feedback I got, now I'm a very detail oriented person, so I'm not the average person on a sales call as a consumer. When I get on and just, it's like they can just tell me anything and it's all about the result. And I'm the one that asks more questions about how is it we're going to get there. What are the features with what we're doing, whether it be a service or a product? How does it happen? I need to see the ins and outs more to assess if I think it's plausible what they're telling me or not. Okay, but feedback I got, most people are not that oriented with the details and stuff, and on the analytical side to try to, you know, figure for themselves what I think these people can help me achieve. All right, but in terms of if you're hiring a coach, if you're looking to buy some kind of a product to help you fulfill some kind of a need or want that you have, whatever it is, this is apparently how people are, and I don't relate to it as much because I'm a certain way, but I'm covering this, guys, because I want to genuinely help you. you this is with anything, but let's talk about this in the context with fitness, with reaching a fitness goal. Let's say you want to gain muscle or strength or lose fat or improve the way you look. Guys, the result comes from just the details in terms of what you're doing to get there in the gym, with nutrition, with your lifestyle, how long you're doing it, how consistently you're doing it, where are you at currently in terms of where are you at now, where are you looking to go, and just in any other kind of things with your injury history, with just your overall training level, if you're beginning or advanced, how long you've been training, how old you are, what else, what your medical history is. Guys, the details and then the processes and the things that you got to do in terms of to get there, you got to have a little bit more of an emphasis to be thinking about these things when not only if you're thinking of working with a coach, but just in terms of if you're doing things to get to an outcome yourself, which is, in the case you're paying more time and energy, that you're figuring things out yourself through time and through your mental bandwidth, trying to put things together versus coaching, you use the resource of money to try to speed that up and get access to someone's expertise, and a second level of accountability above yourself. Okay, it's yeah, most people I think are just too scant with the level of emphasis that they place with getting more in tune with the details of how something is going to happen. And here's the context with when this could be with you trying to get yourself to an outcome, or you hiring someone else to get yourself to an outcome. Keep watching. I'm giving you insights for hiring a coach, whether that be me, hopefully it's me, or if someone else. Guys, the problem with getting too fixated with the outcomes, it's you can believe whatever you want. All right, it says it in the Bible, and people just know this. That's why mindset's so important, because you can really hurt yourself with not having a good mindset and not believing in something you're working for that you want. But if you just there's a level of what physics and science is where we can't just believe anything and it occurs. Okay, it's we can only create our own perception, but it's not always in line with reality. So in the context of you with wanting to achieve a result with fitness, guys, work for it. But you got to get an emphasis too with not just getting fixated on a result, but figuring out what are the process, what are the details of how I'm going to get there with the gym. What am I going to do in the gym? How many sets? How many reps? What exercises? I'm doing exercises the right way. I'm going to keep doing them. I'm not going to snap something and I'm going to get hurt and I can't keep working to the results. Or I'm going to have to nix an exercise because I got hurt and I can't be doing this safely anymore because I've got some kind of an idiosyncrasy with my body. Okay, with the nutrition, what you're going to be doing, with what foods you're going to be eating, how much, how frequently, what are the cooking preparation methods, how I'm going to make adjustments with in terms of when I have to have a meal out, when I have to skip a meal, when I'm going more detailed even maybe than you need, but you need a higher level of detail than some of you have apparently. All right, you know, lifestyle as well. How am I, getting the proper sleep? What is that for me? What does my day have to look like that I have a proper lifestyle around? Everything else I got to balance with work and stuff. Figuring out good ways that I can that I'm going to be able to just get outdoors and do things that are just good for general health, not really anything to do with hardcore fitness goals, right? Guys, in the context that's with the with what you got to be thinking of in terms of, okay, these are the details of what I need to be doing in order to achieve something. You got to get your mindset more focused with what are the inputs. Okay, now in the context of if you're considering someone else to work with, here's where this comes in. You gotta figure out if it's just believable in terms of just you think that their kind of process can actually help people get to the kind of outcomes that they're proposing they can help you with, i.e. they're telling you that you can help you lose 15 pounds in 90 days. You got to think of like, okay, is that their process? Can they help people do that in terms of how they're structuring their coaching? What is their knowledge and expertise level? What is whatever the coach you're going to be working with, what's his or her style in terms of how they are interpersonally? You got to think of in terms of too is if it's a good fit for you. Okay, are you someone that's obviously is there coaching program with in terms of that it's going to work for you? It's going to be well suited for you. You're going to be able to you're going to value it enough to to do what they're telling you to do and such. Okay, you're going to be able to go to the gym without having someone babysit you, like with an in-person trainer. You're going to be able to do that. You're going to be disciplined enough to do that. You're going to be motivated enough to do that with whatever amount they're charging, that's going to be valuable enough where you pay it. It's like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym now because I pay this. I've committed to I want to do this. Guys, you got to think of these things. You got to think of with their expertise level too, and just they're obviously not going to show you bad results in their testimonials. You got to think of if things look like plausible and stuff. Just and this is tough to do with anything, especially more and more so online. It's tough to do. And here's the thing with your own beliefs and stuff, even though you can get yourself to believe anything like I've already gone over, but you don't see inside other people's minds or hearts. And so I just know this being in the online world, and not just with the online world, but people I've dealt with on in-person basis too, not online businesses, but people I've known in person. people can just get themselves to believe whatever they want, and sometimes I don't think they mean harm, but people are just pretty limited in their knowledge, and sometimes the smartest people are aware of what they don't know, that they don't know it. Okay, and some of the least smartest people, well, I don't want to call them least smart, but some of the people that really have some shortcomings that come from not being aware of the things they don't know or not having an inkling, and they're just full throttle ahead with their belief systems. So, guys, this gives you context because, someone sells you something, they got to believe in what they're selling. But on the same hand, there's a level that people need to be cognizant when they're getting put in a position where, wait a minute, this might not be a good fit, or okay, this person has a situation here with an injury. I don't know how to help them work around this. Or if they're just looking for a goal where, I want to lose 15 pounds in 30 days and gain muscle at the same time, just stuff that just is not going to happen for anyone, right? Um, Guys, some people are not that are going to be selling to you. They're not as cognizant, or they just don't care enough to just to be to they just want your money. They're just going to go in and they're going to be able to have themselves believe what they want, and it's going to be the belief that gets them more money, gets them a sale, gets them a client, gets them the money. So, guys, that is the reason that you got to be more in tune with the details and with the processes. And it's not just with the result. It's, you guys already know this, but we could, fitness coaches and anyone, any kind of coach could charge a lot more. They could just tap you on the head, and that's all you need to get the result. If they had some kind of a magic wand they can wave over you, an abracadabra, you get the result you want. You have the body composition that you want, or whatever it is, whatever the goal is. You have the mindset that you want. You now know how to go and pick up chicks in the bars if it's a relationship coach. We don't have magic wands to be able to do that. The way we take you there is with the process. And what are they going to do on a sales call? Well, they're going to be just like, yeah, just give me your money. We're gonna take a swing here and flip the coin. It's got three heads. We'll see if you get it. No, guys, they're gonna have a belief or a professed belief that they can sell you, but you need to gauge whether it's accurate or not. And it's the same thing whether you're selling yourself on something. If you want to achieve a goal, you got to learn things. You got to acquire knowledge, or you got to acquire other people's knowledge by paying them or by whatever, being friends with them or whatever it is. And you got to figure out the semantics of how you're going to get to the goal, and with timelines as well, because a lot of things sometimes are just timelines. People have goals that they can reach, sometimes it's just not in the right timelines. Okay. um, hope this gives you some insights, and this is something I tell you as someone who is really, when I do sales calls, my natural way as a consumer myself that's smart enough to know I got to gauge things. I got to gauge things for myself and not just trust what other people are just telling me, at a higher level. You guys, I tell you, this is someone that if you got on a sales call with me, this is literally, my more natural propensity is to do that because I think very logically this way. Some of you need to be thinking a lot more logically about things too, especially if you've put in work to reach your fitness goals and you haven't gotten to quite where you want to be, or it hasn't happened in the timelines you want, or you've tried things before with other coaches or other types of programs that you made yourself and you just haven't been successful. Guys, the details do matter. They don't need to be overemphasized, but most of you are putting an underemphasis with the details and processes versus an outcome or a result you want. So that's a high level thing I want to cover today. I'll wrap it up here. Applies to anything, not just fitness. Guys, if you stay tuned with this, thanks for watching. Appreciate you subscribing. Thank you to those of you who are subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please like and comment too. Please follow my Instagram at Nick Venuto Fitness, where I cover things more of a shorter form type way, but some great knowledge on there too for you. You can get in touch with me with questions there as well on things. I'm happy just to share a little insights to point you in the right direction. And listen, if you want to work with someone that I'm only going to try to sell you if I really truly think you're a good fit, and if you have a level of agreement with me as well. And I don't try to get your money for in exchange for something that just is not what you value or is not plausible that we can be reaching in the kind of time frames we talk about. guys, if you want to work with someone like this, and you have a similar mindset with me, with where you're more analytical, you're more detail driven, and we'd be a great match to work together, guys. And I know how to help you balance your fitness, gain muscle and gain strength around your work demands. And I got my Calendly in the link. Just booking down below. I'd love to meet with you. It's nice and refreshing to meet other people that have a similar mindset, other sharper people. So, guys, that's all I got for now. Thanks so much again, and take care.